So, welcome back to the channel. We are white van manning it today. I've hired a van to go and pick up something very interesting today. I'm very excited, as you might be able to tell, because it's new bike collection day today. I'm going to pick up a surprise new bike. Now, I put this on Facebook, and I put a little mini contest on there on my Mostly Motorbikes Facebook page. Shameless plug, by the way. Go and like the page if you want to get sort of up-to-date information on what's going on. And I put on Facebook that if anybody could guess what bike I was getting, or even what sort of style, within a rough guess, I'd send them an Alexa. No one got even close. Now, I know I've clickbaited you a little bit with a Super Naked for the Road series, and that is not going away. There will be a Super Naked coming to the channel. But, spoiler alert, this is not a Super Naked. So, I'm not going to ruin it any further, because I just wanted to do a quick intro and say hi. But we've got a bit of a drive to go and pick it up. I'm picking it up from a motorbike dealership called Redline in Loughborough, which if you know that dealership, you might start to get an idea of what I've bought. But yeah, so I've got about an hour or so's drive. So I just thought I'd say hi, and then we'll get down to the dealership and I'll show you what I've bought. See you soon. Not too far away now. Get pretty excited. I'm a bit nervous though. I've never loaded a bike onto a van before. I've never tied one down before. I've watched some YouTube videos and got some tie straps and ramps, but we'll figure it out. A couple of guys on Facebook as well will give me a bit of a pointer. But what I wanted to say is, I'm actually just driving this hire van now has really made me look forward to getting my own van. I don't know what it is, but just having the van and being able to like put stuff in it, and knowing I can put my bike in it and go to wherever I want with a bike in it, and it just makes me feel I don't know, a bit more manly. But I'm loving the driving this van. Like I've owned and driven some pretty nice cars. I've been really lucky actually in my life, but nothing's making me happier at the minute than just driving this van, just cruising around. Yeah, loving life. It's a nice experience actually, having a utility vehicle. Anyway, random, but I just thought I'd share that. I'm going to stop off at like any self-respecting white van man. I'm going to stop off at the service stations for some extremely unhealthy junk, most likely. So, YouTube poll time. Who thinks I'm weird here? For breakfast, I've always had a thing at service stations because I travel quite a lot for work. And I don't drive as much nowadays because I get the train. But when I used to drive and stop at service stations, they always sell, they used to be Ginsters, but they're just different branded now. They always sell tuna and sweet corn, tuna mayo and sweet corn sandwiches. And I love to eat one for breakfast. Does anyone think that's weird that I'm eating a tuna and sweet corn sandwich for breakfast? This video is not really going the way that I wanted it to. It's a bit random, but anyway, yeah. So that's breakfast. Right, boys and girls, we have arrived. Redline Motorcycles in Loughborough. Anyone guess what I bought yet? I bet you can't. Looking forward to this. So I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? 350 EXCF 6 days, road legal enduro bike. I'll show you around the bike and then I'll give you a bit of an explanation as to why I've bought one of these. So, what do you think's a new bike? It's a, I've just bought a brand new 2020 KTM 350 EXCF. It's the 6 days version as well, and I'll run through in a bit what the additional features of the 6 days version are, because there's some pretty trick bits on there. But yeah, so it's an enduro bike. It's not a motocross dirt bike. It's a road legal, fully taxed, insured, registered enduro bike. And you know, some of you might be shouting out, "Oh, you've clickbaited me. Where's the super naked?" Don't worry, the super naked's still coming. Everybody keep calm. So the thinking behind this is, I did back in February, I think it was. There's a video on my channel here. I did the KTM Experience Day, and I rode a 350 EXCF on that and various other bikes, and I loved it. I thought it was great, and I sat thinking about which of the super naked bikes I was going to buy and looking into it, and then just realised that, look, we're coming into autumn, soon be winter. It seems stupid to buy, you know, a 17-18 grand super naked bike, which I'm still not going to ride in the winter. You know, I'm not a wet weather rider, to just literally sit in my garage on a trickle charger. and I wanted to be able to ride in the winter. So what I've decided is I'm going to use this through the winter and do some green laning, some off-roading. I've got a couple of dirt bike tracks near me, Fat Cat's near Doncaster, and Uncle Eddie's is a great enduro place as well. So I'm going to do some, there's loads of cool stuff I can do, and it's going to enable me to keep riding in the winter. It's going to help me keep fit in an enjoyable way. And it's not going to be something that I'm going to be that precious over, that I'm not going to want to ride in the wet and the snow and the shit and everything else. There's still a Super Naked coming. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm probably going to start looking to purchase that probably around December, because you tend to get quite strong deals from dealerships in December because bike sales are pretty slow. So December, January, February at the latest, there'll be a Super Naked coming. I pretty much know what I'm going to buy. I'm fairly sure a lot of you will have guessed it just based on the videos. You won't have seen the, well, you might have seen the Triumph one actually. That's not saying I'm buying a Triumph. But anyway, so that will be still coming. I haven't clickbaited you. I just made a fairly impulsive purchase thinking, what am I going to do in the winter? You know, I've got Jerez in November, but other than that, I just don't want to be laid up all winter not riding bikes. You know, I love all bikes. It doesn't have to be sports bikes or, you know, road bikes. But that 350 EXCF is such a wicked thing. It's so light and agile, but the power's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And like I said, there's some pretty good deals on the 2020 models, and I managed to pick up one of the last 6 days models that was in stock. So what I'll do is I'll just run through some of the spec for all you guys on the 6 days and give you some highlights as to what's different about the 6 days to the normal 350 EXCF, because there's a couple of nice toys on there. Right, I'll give you a quick walk around the new bike now. I've just finished fitting a Oxford Anchor Force ground anchor, which took a bit of effort, but yeah, enjoy trying to steal that. You can bolt it basically through the frame and the swing arm, put a chain through the frame and the swing arm into the ground anchor, and that ain't going nowhere. So yeah, it's 350 XCF. You can see it there. It's obviously fully street legal, it taxed, insured, etc. I'm going to use this through the winter, as I said before. You can Google the 2020 350 XCF if you want stats and everything. You know that's not my bike, but they are essentially 34 brake horsepower, I think 100 kilograms. It's super light. Just pushing it up onto the van was just amazingly light. They're a nice little mix of sort of balance of power of the 450 and the lightness of the 250. I've ridden one before and they're pretty cool. But I went for the 6 days version because it's got some extra cool looking bits, but also some really important bits, I think, for toughening up the bike and making it a bit more hard wearing. So I've had to look at some notes for this because I forgot what all the additional 6 days options are. But I'll show you as overviews. But it's got a new silencer with 6 days logo, new rims with a 6 days logo. They look pretty trick actually. It's got a skid plate, very important. It's got a front axle puller, rear stealth super sprox rear sprocket. Don't know what that means. Radiator fan, that's important as well. It's got a radiator fan to help keep it cool if it's in traffic. Handlebar grips, new 6 days logo, solid rear brake discs, floating front brake discs. It's got a cool orange frame. It looks sick. It's got a CNC orange CNC triple clamps. They look pretty cool as well. Orange chain guide, 6 day seat. It's got a brake safety pedal wire, brake pedal safety wire, sorry. Basically you can lock wire your brake pedal. I don't know, I suppose it stops it falling off, I don't know. It's also got a map select switch as well, which I haven't tried out yet, but you can essentially select it from a more aggressive fuel mapping if you wish, but I'll report back on that later. See how that feels. It's also got WP Explore 48 forks with preload adjusters, so it's got adjustable forks as well, and it's got some pretty nice 6 days graphics. The normal one, non 6 days one, looks quite plain, to be honest. It's alright, it's orange, KTM orange, but this one just looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really happy with it so far, but I'll do a first ride video soon as I get a second to get out on it, and we'll go and find some green lanes. I've downloaded the View Ranger green lane finder map thing with all the Ordnance Survey maps, and there's actually quite a few cool green lanes near me, so that's good. So I'll call this video quits for today. We'll do a first ride video soon. I hope you found that interesting. Hope you like the new bike. Hope you understand why I'm not getting a Super Naked for a few months. Why I decided to buy this in stacks. Yeah, so I'll Super Naked's coming. Don't worry. Yeah, really appreciate it. I'm very lucky and very happy. So thanks very much for watching. Appreciate all the new subscribers and all the positivity on the videos, and looking forward to some cool winter content on the bike, and I will see you all on the next one.
I'm seeing shimmers.